Hi guys, how's it going? Hope everyone's doing good. We've been joined by a dog today with
That's
Sean.
Milo, and Marley is just
Milo, whichever one it is.
Milo is here. Hold on a second. I'm gonna kick your ass.
We've got Martin as well with us from the beginning, and we've also got Kev and Steve. I can see you guys in the chat. Harley in the chat, Ricky Sars here as well. So while he's gone, mate, how are you doing? Been a while since you've been on since the beginning.
I know, yeah. I've just come to disrupt your show now. I've got plenty of time available now. It's mad because there's a few of our islands boys on tonight, and up the Sharks.
Yeah, man. Obviously, Rylands is the team that me, Self, and Sean are both supporting. I've got my jersey somewhere. That blue one you give me.
Up the Sharks.
It's around here somewhere. Might be over there. But yeah, I'm gonna get it framed and put next to that artwork above me here somewhere.
That would be nice to have it all done.
I was going to get the training top signed because now I've got the jersey coming over, and then I've got the training kit. I can't wait. It's
once they arrive, it should be. I think it could be tomorrow actually that they come. I'm not sure. I'll take them all down and I'll get the kids to sign them all up for us.
Don't get them to sign the match kit because I want to wear the match kit, but I'll come down. I'll come over and I'll get them to sign the training kit that I have.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's no problem.
Because that's a beautiful jersey. It's
beautiful. That the light blue one.
Yeah, the light blue. Yeah, the light one.
Yeah, I like that one. We've got Steve, Kev, Spectre, Jen, Ricky, everyone there in the chat on the right hand side. There's 14 people watching, guys. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Scott's here as well. I don't know where to start tonight, boys. Shall we get your guys' thoughts? Well, no, actually, you did yours match reaction, didn't you, Sean, about the derby and that? So I didn't see it really because I was doing other things. So yeah. Martin, what did you think of the game?
I think that the city's all red. Fuck the Blue Noses. Fuck Mitch who's in here now. Come on, the fucking Reds.
Oh. Nah, I've seen highlights, and from what I've seen with highlights, like it does look like they proper battered us to start with. If we're being like unbiased, it does look like they were all over us.
They twatted us. But at the end of the day, a result's a result, and that's all that matters. They can say we built this city since 1982 or whatever it was, but the thing is that they can't afford to pay the bills. That's why they keep freaking dodging a tax man and moving on. Fucking hickory dickory ball bag stadium, Tesco's. I hate them. I hate the blue shite. I really do hate the blue shite. But I did say to one of the lads that we get beat 3-1.
I thought we were going to get beaten, but I went for when we were doing the predictions, I went for a draw because I couldn't bring myself to say that we would lose against Everton in their hickory dickory stadium.
Yeah. Do we know where we're at with that?
It's on the WhatsApp chat.
We were on 4 points, Adam, and I had Liverpool Everton as a 2-2 draw. But, I think Sean's out in front of it. Did you manage to get Sean's timeout clock?
No, I was just kind of going to just keep it. I've got a piece of paper here, and for every time Sean repeats himself or goes on, and I'm going to time it every time he does like a monologue, because it's not like I'm going to just write 5 minutes.
Yeah, you're on 5 minutes, man. Let everyone else speak.
So I guess without going off into other stuff too much, I suppose, and changing the subject too much, what did you all think of Szoboszlai's statement that he came out with? Obviously, we're going to cover what Kanate said as well. Where's that one gone for Szoboszlai? I had that one here somewhere. Oh, there you go. So he basically indicated that he sees his long-term future at Liverpool, but there's been no progress in talks. Now, he's quoted as saying, as I said, there hasn't been no real progress, so I can't say anything about my contract situation. We have a lot of games to go, and I'm focusing on that. as you guys maybe know, my contract ends in 2028. So I am ready to go every day, every week, and then let's see. I love being here. As I've said many times, I love the fans. I really like to be here. My family is happy here too. So let's see. I'm completely relaxed. We've got 5 games to go. Then I'm going to go rest, a big one after my international break, and then we will see. The fan support, it means a lot. Every time they chant my name, it means a lot. I think we made it clear what happened against City at the Etihad. But must continue on with a thing. Hold on a moment. Of course, I see myself here long term, but as I say, it is not really in my hands anymore. I love being here, as I've said many times. So, what are your thoughts on that? I mean, I've seen a few people running a bit going like, "Oh, he wants to stay, he wants to do this and that and the other." Da, 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 da. Well, it could, I want to fly, but it don't mean it's going to happen. Do you know what I mean?
Not with that belly.
What do you think?
I think, I know they say no news is good news, but when it comes to contract situations, you need news. I do think he is our future captain. And I do think he's a little bit concerned about it, because if he wasn't concerned, he wouldn't open his mouth.
Yeah.
I just think he's trying to make some traffic now for him to say, right, look how we've been playing. I'm here. I love the club. Can we get it, get the ball rolling on it without coming out and throwing people under the bus and shit like that? I think he's doing it in a professional way there.
Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts, Sean?
2 minutes, Sean.
My thoughts on it, it's worrying. Has Adam left?
Yeah, because you started talking.
Oh, for fuck's sake. So, I mean, my view on it is simple. I mean, I always worry when there's talks of contracts. Always worry. I always worry when a player comes out and says his thing. I am just concerned because Liverpool, from a contract point of view, have always been rocky. We have lost a lot of players on the free. I don't think that's good business. I would like to think that Dominic Szoboszlai is the future captain. Whether he is or not is another thing. Obviously, a lot of it is down to contracts and his demands and agents and stuff. So, it's good to hear him that he likes the club. Great. But what Richard Hughes or whoever else that takes over Richard Hughes, what they decide to do is different.
Nice. I feel like Szoboszlai, like everyone said, is going to be the future captain, and I do think they'll get it done. I think, I don't know, like, I'll cover the Konate thing as well, because it's all kind of linked together, and it's probably going to tie into Shauno's monologue in a bit, where it's all about, like, the how the club's being run now, like, because if Richard Hughes knows he's on his way out, is he going to try and sort out a contract with Szoboszlai? No.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
He's not going to waste his time, is he?
So it's not. I know he's got like a job and everything to do, but he could like, I'm doing this, I'm doing other things. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to do this instead. So I think we need to sort out what's going on with that before we do anything else. But speaking of Konate, it basically looks like that he's staying and he's going to sign a new deal.
Yeah.
So his quotes have come out saying that, all the journalists saying it, like, so Paul Joyce has even said, he says here that should there be no final hitches in talks, Liverpool centre-back options look set for next season, with Konate signing a new contract, allowing them to prioritise other positions in the transfer market this summer. And then Konate is quoted as saying, I think everyone wished that for as long as possible, but we are in a good way. For sure, there is a big chance that I'm here next season. This is what I always wanted, you fucking liar. I'm waiting to sort the contract, but when everything is sorted, you will have to ask Richard what I said to him in September, November, and he's going to say something to make everyone quiet. So basically, he's fucking signed. You know what I mean?
Richard? To be honest with you, like the fact that they are coming out and saying something and Trent didn't would suggest that you know, that they're going to sign a contract if a contract is given to them. But again, you just don't know with Liverpool.
I feel like Konate's been backed into a corner, to be honest with you, mate, because I don't think he's good enough for PSG. Real Madrid aren't looking at him. He's got no other options. Where is he going to go? He's not going to go anywhere.
That's what I think. I legitimately think he's priced himself out of going wherever.
Of course he has.
I think he thought he would get a Trent deal, you know, like when he's gone to Madrid and he's on like, what? Is he on like 400 grand a week or something daft like that, Trent?
Do you think that the club are kind of looking at this? Well, right, what's cheaper, giving him a contract extension or signing another centre back?
Well, yeah, there's probably that as well.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like if he signs a contract extension, which is what? Say, I think he was on 150, wasn't he? So let's say he only gets like, I don't know, an extra 50k a week. He's going to be on like...
Who's just pinged there?
My fucking phone, my MacBook. I'll sort it out. So if he says, if he gets 50 grand extra a week, his contract, if it's over 5 years, will probably be like something like 30 million or something max. Whereas if they went to go sign another centre back of his talent, as much as we do, like say that he's shit, this, that, and the other, you're probably looking at like 50, 60 million or something. Do you know what I mean? So
it's not like you can pull
rest.
Yeah, it's not like we can pull him from their bloody youth academy and stuff and the reserves because he just sells them on.
Turn that down now, so that shouldn't make a noise now. Oh shit, where the fuck have you all gone? There you are. So yeah, it looks like we're going to get Konate done. Which let's go around our table here. Like, are you surprised that Konate signed a new deal? Like, I'll start with you, mine.
Sorry, my screen froze then. What did you say?
Sorry, I just said, are you surprised that Konate has signed a new deal?
No, because he's fucking shit and we're shit, so he's fitting right in.
What about you, Sean?
I mean,
just to the point.
Nothing surprises me anymore. Nothing surprises me. So, like I said to you, is it the cheaper option to get him to sign a contract or get a new player? And I think it's to sign a contract.
Yeah. Let's go through some of these comments. So Mark59 says, if he has, I guess this is about Szoboszlai. If he's got 2 years left, is there a need to give him a new one when he has 15 months left? Then do it. I think recent history has shown that Liverpool need to get these done ASAP. I think we can't allow players to get to a year and a half left now. He needs a new deal this summer. It needs to be done and dusted and signed off. I kind of hope that. Oh no, I don't hope. It's never going to happen. But I wish that like football contracts over here were very similar to what the contracts are like in the NFL, where when we sign a new deal and they say, "Oh, he signed a 5-year deal," whatever. It's not technically a 5-year deal. If he's got 2 years left in his contract, he's just signed for an extra 3 years. Do you know what I mean? He's not signed for 5 more after the end of his contract. Whereas in NFL, a lot of their contracts, the new contract starts when the old contract ends. Yeah. So I kind of wish that we did something like that over here.
Yeah, because it gives them that commitment to stay. If you want money, you have to run down this contract to go on to the new one, not overlap it.
Yeah. Spectre says, feels like we're the only club in the world that struggles to reward players' new deals, whereas other clubs get them sorted right away. Yeah, well, it's probably because we're tight.
Yeah, and Spectre, they always say, well, there's no player bigger than Liverpool Football Club, which is true, but I mean, come on. You can't talk about a transition, you can't talk about a rebuild when you fucking can't fucking get them in contracts.
Here's one. Do you feel
yes
most days of slot goes?
No.
What'd you say?
No. Most days of slot goes, no.
Oh, most days slot goes, no. I
think you asked that before. No, he's gone.
Take care to Jones with him as well.
I don't get the hate that Jones gets me, you know. I don't think he's like a starter, shall we say, but I think he's a good squad player to keep around, you know what I mean? Like,
well, what are we going to do when Frimpong and fucking Bradley are injured?
And the same thing we do at the other time. We throw Szoboszlai in a position.
We're just not going to put Calvin Ramsey there.
I reckon Calvin Ramsey's gone this though.
Of course,
of course he is.
Is Alisson definitely staying? Because I'm seeing things that he's staying, but he's in talks with Juve or someone.
There was rumours that apparently Juve had what was it they've said? Juve are interested in taking him on, and he'd be open to the move, but Liverpool have given him that 1 year extension, so
yeah, that's so he can cash in on him.
Well, it's either that in it, or it's another one of those bloody moves where it's kind of like, oh, yeah, you know, you've done so much for the club. We'll let you run down your contract and you can go do your own thing. I mean, let's do this thing here. So, like Kevin said here, build the team around Szoboszlai and Wirtz. Who else, lads? We'll cover that question in a minute. But I think Mamadashvili's coming in for a lot of fucking stick lately, and I don't understand why.
I'll fucking tell you why, mate. Because the last 2 games he's played against PSG, he's played against the Blue Side, mate, and not once has he dove through the air. He just stands there and fucking does this. He's shit.
He did a lot more than fucking dinosaur fucking hands, Pickford.
He's shit.
I mean, seriously, like, honest to God, I don't agree with that. I think he's a good keeper, and I think he saved us a couple of times. He kept us in the game a couple of times, not only against Everton. So I think the criticism has been very harsh of him. Really, really harsh of him. I think he's an all right.
He's not a number one.
Well, it's like, you know, he can only do so much. If your defence are leaving you high and dry, what do you do?
Shout at them, fucking get them back in. Tell Conte, get back in the spot.
But fucking Virgil van Dijk.
Van Dijk's in his own world.
He's the captain. He's meant to be doing that.
Van Dijk can't captain himself. If he needed Van Dijk, in my eyes, needed that goal on Sunday the other day to get his confidence back up, because he's been shocking as well. He could have been showing the exit door, because he's just not been since he signed that deal. He's not been Van Dijk. He's just been like, oh, look at me.
I think there's a bit. I think with Van Dijk though, we will come to your question in a minute, Kevin. I think with Van Dijk though, he's not got the support from midfield that he's used to having. Like he's exposed an awful lot. Like when we had Fabinho, when we say that, you know, Van Dijk was in his pomp, shall we say, Fabinho was running around hoovering everything up, and then if Fabinho missed it, you had Wijnaldum or Milner or Henderson that had the energy to get back and do this. Now, right now, we've got McAllister who looks fucked after 20 minutes. Szoboszlai is trying to do everything and fucking anything. And then you've got Gravenberch who don't know if he's a holder, a number 8, a 10, a this, or that, or whatever he's fucking doing. You've got your wing backs that are just going bloom, 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 like constantly fucked out of their head. If it's not even a fucking fullback, it's a fucking midfielder playing at fullback.
I just think they're all over each other. You know, no one knows what their role is. It's like, okay, everyone knows, you know, they have a position, but what are they playing in that position? Like, you used to have Andy Robbo and what's his face fucking flying down the wing all the time, you know, and crossing over with the midfield, you know, cutting in. Now we've got a midfielder dropping back into right back, centre back, left back, and going up. We won't be long. How long is he going to be till he's in goal? No one knows what their no one knows exactly what their position is. I think they're all trying to cover each other's ass, but we're still playing low ball.
I think just in answering Kevin's question, who else do you build the team around? Szoboszlai, Wirtz.
Let's just do your spine. So obviously, normally the spine of your team is your keeper, your main centre back. Let's go with like a DM and like an attacking midfielder, and then your number 9. Let's just do that. Like, so who is your spine of the team? Like for me right now, obviously, if I'm being perfectly honest, I think the spine of the team next year is going to be Mamadashvili. It's going to be Virgil, Szoboszlai, Wirtz, Isak. I think that's going to be spine at team.
Oh dear God.
Would you not have Van der Vaart or Van der Vaart, whatever his name is? I would.
Van der Ven.
Van der Ven, you mean?
I think I think you could play Van der Ven in a back three. You'd have Van Dijk in the middle, you'd have Van der Ven on his left, and then you'd have Konate on his right. Them two have both got the pace that Van Dijk don't have anymore. And Van Dijk,
I don't think Van Dijk shall play every game next year.
Well, that's the thing as well, isn't it? You know,
But
Jeremy
question. That was another question there that was asked. Would you play Virgil every game next season? And another question there by Jay Garrett, or a comment, should I say? He said, "I'd sell Virts. He's been underwhelming.
He's not been playing in the right place.
Certainly yesterday he was bullied off the ball. Fucking bullied off the ball. It was like he just looked nervous, you know."
You got to remember as well, it's his first derby at that ground, and then fucking Evertonians is like Carragher in it, fucking bang straight into him, welcome to the Liverpool, welcome to the derby. It wasn't going to be a professional tackle. It was going to be a hit him hard. That's what the derby is all about, in my eyes.
It's not like as if he. But hold on a second, Martin. These guys are professional footballers. They've played in derbies before in whatever countries they played in. They know what it's like. They just don't know what a Merseyside derby is until
that's what I mean.
Go and get fucking stuck into the tackles. It's the same sort of fucking setup. You put the ball on the head, you fucking get the ball. That's it.
What was his name yesterday? He scored against us because he got tackled midway between the halfway line and a goalkeeper, the penalty area. And he was on the floor, and he was like waiting for that, the referee to blow the whistle. But soon as Everton got back on that ball and started counter attacking, he was fucking back up running like nothing had happened. They're just fucking fannies.
But that happens in football.
Yeah,
but that doesn't stop you from fucking getting stuck in, and not lose possession as loosely and as easily as Wirtz did yesterday.
Yeah, Wirtz had a bad game. He has more bad games than he does good at the moment. But at the end of the day,
fuck me, yesterday doing the match watch along, I actually fell asleep. I actually, for a split second, you'll see it in my preview. You'll see, or my match reaction. You will see me falling asleep. I'm not messing.
Do you know what I think? Right, I'm not arguing with you. Right, but I think you sugarcoat some shit when it comes to players. I know you're giving it. I know you give it, but you're in hope for Adam. Shut the fuck up. You're in hope that every Liverpool player will come on that shirt field like I do and play for that jersey. But some of them are just fucking no good for the team, mate. They just don't be there. Well, Wirtz.
What are you fucking talking about?
Oh, mate, you do me nothing, you, bro. Fuck off.
I listen. I think I'm too hard on them at times.
No, I don't. I think you put your foot about sometimes.
I'm the most fucking vocal and the most aggressive here. I mean, listen. I call a spade a spade. I've always called a spade a spade. Anyone, you know me. People know me.
It doesn't matter what you say. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think No, put him on a timeout.
See this shit I'm getting.
I'll tell you, you're lucky Muscuzi's not in here yet, mate, because I'll have you.
I love Muscuzi.
What do you think about Ricky said here about making Szoboszlai captain next year?
100%.
And the fact he apologised for City, even though, when Ricky's opinion, it wasn't that big of a deal, shows how much he cares about the club.
100%.
I think there's definitely an argument for that, because I think if you remember, go back to Sami Hyypiä when he was captain, when he was made captain, he couldn't hack it, could not deal with it, and then when the captaincy was taken off him, he started playing, his usual self. He started to play a lot better. So I think that the captain's armband is not for everyone. I think, okay, he gave a good account of himself last season. We won the league, brilliant. First Dutch player in the Premier League to win a Premier League, brilliant. but I just don't think that it's suiting him now. And I think as he is getting older, I think he should pass the torch.
Yeah, you can see that in his emotions when he's giving his interviews. He just looks burnt out, or he just doesn't look like he wants that captaincy. He doesn't look like he wants the weight of that anymore.
Tell you who I
he's
think
tired with it.
I tell you who I think is probably like an underrated captain for Liverpool, and I think that's Jordan Henderson. I think we miss him so much right now, like it's unreal.
Yeah,
like him and Milner, we miss them too.
That's a great point. That's a great point. I agree with that completely. I mean, I know Dunk used to call him 5-yard pass, and okay, fair enough. Henderson wasn't the same sort of player that Gerrard was, and that's what people had against him. He was a completely different player, but he was vocal. Even when the lockdown, you could hear him, on the pitch, and you can't deny what he won at the club. So,
I think everyone expected, because Gerrard, like, I'm agreeing with you on this, Sean. It's very rarely I do, but I think because Gerrard was that captain, I think everyone wanted Henderson to fill his boots, and Henderson was the quiet character. He was the quiet kid in the school. He went about his job quietly, but he done it.
Well,
he didn't have to raise his voice. So you're looking to go against again, aren't you?
Ask Diego Costa when Liverpool were playing Chelsea. That was the best square off ever.
Yeah.
I'm just cautious of how many comments we've not got to yet, so I just want to get through some of these quick fire. Mark says here, deal done for Konate, very close, but I think he should have stopped that cross that Everton scored. Konate lost concentration. If there's anything you want to say about any of these, just tell me. Spectre says, seeing the dark red sky in the background of Shawnor feels like Armageddon is about to arrive on us. Rough Justice, who he signs, we can sell him. All right, so we can sign him. I think you said that, Martin, didn't you?
Yeah.
Scott says that I just think Konate's agent has played the game, to be honest, trying to get a bigger contract. Yeah, man. His own defending is why Madrid said no. Ricky Sarr, hopefully Konate sorts out his performances, then stops tarting around. He's been like Mr. Blobby in Strictly Come Dancing this year. Konate must have his fingers crossed behind his back when spouting the words. Spectre says turncoat Konate is undoing his coat to stay with us now. In wrestling terms, that's from heel to face. Jen says Trent who? We got Sean here. Hope you're doing well, mate.
Evening, Sean.
Dinky Trent says Kevin. Sean says hello, folks. Mark, rumours are keeping Konate saves LSC money but not having to buy a centre back. Yep, we just covered that one. Bon, they have salary and Robbo's wages, which is over 500k a week next season to play with. That's true. Jen asks what the news on the goalkeepers is. So Mamadashvili's out for 2 to 3 weeks. Apparently it was like a cut on his leg or something, which needed stitches. It was something like that. Allison is expected to be back at the end of the month, which is obviously only next week. It's not that long away. So this weekend, it looks like Woodman is going to be in net for us, which I don't think he did too bad against Everton in all fairness. But,
would you not play Woodman for the remainder? Give him that extra game time. It's like, I know another win, we're pretty much guaranteed Champions League, but I'd give him that run out now. I'd let the other two just chill out. But I'd give Woodman a go because I think he's something special there.
I think his contract ends as well this summer, if I'm right.
The fucking point of having any goalkeepers then, or any players, just bring him in on a free, let them go on a free.
I think he was brought in for like one of the homegrown players, because I think as it stands right now with the squad now, as no one leaving, we are over the ratio of foreign players. So if we wanted to bring in a a non-homegrown player now, we would have to lose some. So obviously we're losing Salah, we're losing Robbo, so them two counters. So we can get two in. If you then lose Chiesa, that's another one you can, so on and so forth. So I think people have to have this in mind. Like, when it comes to the summer transfers and everything like that, we've got to think of that, bearing in mind, like, it's all well and good saying, oh, you want Jan Demande, you want this player, this player, this player, this player. You need to sell.
So how long was it? Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because obviously I'm quite wrong quite often. But how long do they have to be at a club to be classed as a homegrown player now?
I think it's from the age of... I'll just pull it up now.
Good question.
Because I'm sure we had a player.
Something to do with you being a kid, I think. You've got to have been in England from when you were a kid. Yeah, here we go. So it says the Premier League homegrown player rule requires a club to include a maximum of 17 non-homegrown players in their squad, meaning at least 8 of the players have to be reserved for homegrown players. A homegrown player is defined as anyone, regardless of nationality or age, who has been registered with a club affiliated with the FA or the Welsh FA for at least 3 full seasons before they turn 21.
Spectre's just jumped on that, yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, so
Chelsea are fine then.
Yeah. And I think certain players as well under a certain age don't count. So you like anyone under the age of 21, you can just have them in your squad. They don't have to be registered. So that Jan Demande, for instance, he wouldn't have to be registered. You could just have him. But then when he got to the age of 21, you'd have to have the room for him because he wouldn't have been here for 3 years. So yeah. Where are we up to here? Scott says, I do think it's the landscape of football at the moment. More and more players are running down contracts, looking for a bumper contract at the end. Spectre, I still think we need to bring in a defender to replace Gomez, someone who is younger and less injury prone, while keeping Canate around, so we don't have to bring in 2 new centre backs while Jacket. Well, we've got.
And Leo.
Let's say Canate signed. So as it stands right now, we've got Virgil, Leone, Jackie, Canate, Gomez. So we've got five centre backs right now, which I think is the number you kind of want anyway. So yeah, if we sell Gomez, you probably want to bring another one in. And as you say, give Virgil less minutes or something like that.
I'd just play Virg in the Premier League games. I wouldn't even play him in any of the competitions, the cup competitions.
Yeah. I would probably blood Leone and Jackie in there. Like they would be, like say the Carabao and the FA. That's when you guys are getting this. You guys are definitely starting there, and then if needs be, you can come on as a sub in the Premier League and the Champions League. Yeah. Ruff says Mo probably knows where he's going. 100%. He 100% knows where he's going. Jay Garrett says just give Canate and Sobot a 3-year unlimited minutes data plan and full coverage. David Compton says depending who we get, if Nagelsmann comes in, we will play some better football than we have done under Snot. Yes, I said it. The Nagelsmann seems to be picking up a bit of traction lately. Apparently Xabi Alonso's not.
And this is the voice comment I left in our group. People going on about Arnie said they want him out, then it's Xabi coming in, and then the other fella he just said, it's like, come on, which one we want? If we can't make our mind up who we want, how's FSG going to make their mind up? They're just as bad as us then.
I think if Nagelsmann is the person, well, it's not even a thing. Like,
who do you want?
Me?
Yeah.
I'll probably get some shit for this, but if you put a gun to my head and said I had to pick between Nagelsmann and Alonso, I'd pick Nagelsmann.
Why?
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 He's been doing it longer. He's been a coach since he was like in his 20s because his football career ended. He's the German international manager. If you believe the rumours, Jurgen Klopp is the one that's pushing him. And I've kind of wanted Nagelsmann to come to Liverpool ever since he was at Leipzig. I've always thought he would be. I thought he was going to be Klopp's replacement, but he was at Bayern Munich instead.
Adam, I love that answer, but I just need to point out what it's like where you're saying that, you've always liked him. It's like them players saying, I've always been a Liverpool fan since I was a kid.
There's videos on YouTube, mate. Go have a look at where I've said it.
Oh, I'm just saying that it just sounded like when you were interviewing a player. No, it's no. Go on, Sean.
I think if you put a gun to me, I would say Nagelsmann. But
yeah, I think he's the better man. I think everyone wants Xabi because of the heritage with Liverpool.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong. If we get Xabi Alonso in, I'll be happy. I'm not going to be like unhappy, but
I'd say Nagelsmann myself over Xabi.
I don't know, like it's the way, like when he dressed, when he worked for, it was when he wore them stupid fucking suits on side at pitch as well. Like they were just something about it. I don't know.
Go on, Sean.
Go on, Sean.
I'm gonna hold me powder till we talk about that. But I've got my view on it, and
Jen
well, let everyone know when you're going to talk about it, so everyone can get a cup of tea because they're going to be here for a while.
Jen says Alisson is staying. We need him. Jen also said we should have kept Kelleher.
Yeah.
Max, we've done that one. Would you play him less? Spectre says Mamardashvili is a decent keeper. Plus, most of our fan base is basing his ability on Alisson. That's unfair because there ain't many Alissons out there as a goalkeeper, which I think that is kind of true. You know, like
it's a very good point.
Alisson is probably been one of the best, if not the best, goalkeeper in the world for the past 5, 6, 7 years. So, yeah, like if we're comparing Mamardashvili to that, then he probably ain't going to be as good. Do you know what I mean?
That's a very good point.
Very good point, that Spectre, man.
It's a very good point because I think they've done the same with Hendo when Gerrard left. So I think that's a very, very good point. I don't see anything wrong with Mamardashvili.
I don't think he's put the foot wrong.
No.
Well, no, maybe that's a bit too far, but I don't think he's done as bad as people are necking out he has.
Maybe I was a bit harsh on him, yeah. He's not had enough game time. But to me, when he's playing, he's made 1 or 2 in the moment saves, but I don't think he's done enough to cement a number 1 spot.
But like, here's the thing, right? Over in England, they big up Jordan Pickford, right, as being the best in England, right? No. He's fucking shit, right? And we were talking about like crosses and what have you. Mamardashvili was a lot more confident with the ball than Jordan Pickford yesterday. That's my view on it. I think we all want a fall guy. We all want to blame someone for this, that, and the other. But I think the criticism that Mamardashvili is after getting, I don't think is right. That's my view. I don't think it's right.
Mark says Gravenberch is very poor getting away with it yesterday. He passed to Everton, sloppy on the ball. He's been found out in the number 6. Now we need 2 world-class midfielders. Do you feel like as well, though, that kind of Grav's been kind of run into the ground? Like, hasn't he played like every single game?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, it's been a long-ass season for him. Do you know what I mean? We've done the Verts one from Jay Garra. Martin again says he would sell Verts. Premier League is too hard for him. Everton brushed him off the ball. Jay Garrett says Van der Ven comes with so many sick notes. Spectre, Van der Ven wouldn't have Van der Ven anywhere near us. He's shocking defending. He's just a pace merchant like Kyle Walker. Sean, this season the issues have been nowhere near good enough. Intensity in training, agreed. Tactics and non-existent man management, I agree with that. Also, a manager totally disconnected from the fans. I agree with that as well, man. Like,
great point.
I like how he's actually won the league. But I've got no connection with him whatsoever. I couldn't give a fuck if he's here or if he's not. I just don't care. Whereas I think within the first season of Klopp being here, I was like, oh my God, we've found our guy. Like, come rain or shine, like Klopp is our guy.
Yeah, because he was always he was always putting the fans out in anything.
Yeah. Mark says, give Verts to Bayern for Elise plus cash for Liverpool. No. Ruff says Verts has got a shot like Sterling, no power. Scott says Verts has played in a position where Everton just flooded the area and marked him out of the game. I'm surprised he didn't drop deeper to get hold of the ball. Jen says these players need time to bed in. People are too quick to judge. Ricky says, I do think Wirtz will come good. I just don't think we're setting up to get the best out of him. Also, he does need some physical improvement, which is more than achievable. If I remember rightly, he put on like 5 kilograms of muscle or something like that since he joined us. I can't remember. Cranky says, I think we need to change the shape. 4-3-3 doesn't work with Wirtz. We have no ballers and too many footballers.
See, I can understand what Jen's saying there about Wirtz and stuff. And yeah, you know, everyone needs time to adapt because the Premier League is supposed to be the fastest league in the world. But when you think about it, the Bundesliga, it's equivalent to the Championship, isn't it? And I know that's a strong league, but you've got to make effort to do it.
No, I agree, man. Like I say, I think he's putting a bit of work with the in the gym. 'Cause I'm sure he's bulked up a little bit. But I do think as well there was that point where like he hit that run of form and then he got injured.
Yeah.
So he's kind of had to pick it up again a little bit. But no, I get where people are coming from and stuff. But I think
he'll be fine.
It's been a shit season. So like, I don't know. If we were doing good and he won't performing, then maybe we could say something. But like Mike LFC says here, he says, just like De Bruyne, he'll come good next year. But that's only if we get another coach. Otherwise, the prognosis is not good. My biggest concern is how do we use Isak properly, which again,
yeah, agree.
That's a good point. Jay Garrett says Harvey Elliott has better numbers last season than Wirtz has this season. Bond says you can't take the armband off Virgil. Jay,
yeah, you can.
We can, and he needs to earn it because now he's just comfortable with it. He doesn't show anything. Last year, can't knock it. This year, it's...
Yeah, there's a lot of headless chickens there with no leader. You know, so what's happening? What's happening?
He looks past it. He looks like he's like, do you know what? 5 games left. You know, we are where we are. We'll go again.
It's not even that the whole fucking season. You know, I want to see you getting fucking chewed out for making a mistake. I want to see you fucking, you know, saying, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Go out and fucking play for that club.
Do you think of the first 5 games that we had the season and we were winning? Where was he then? I don't care that we were winning. We shouldn't have been in that position to have to scream for the fucking last minute goals all the time.
I
should have had it right.
I still think, and I don't know whose comment it was, but I still think it's down to poor man management and tactics and the training.
Yeah,
it has
to least. There's no. It's no. What's the word I'm looking for in training? It's not
linking up.
No, yeah, it's not linking up. There's not too much like, okay. There's not much effort from anyone. And if the manager hasn't got the effort, that's going to go down to the next lot, and then it's just going to go all the way down, and you can see it on the field.
It like, to me, the whole season. I don't know what you think, Adam. You probably think the same. It's always looked like a team that haven't played before.
Mm-hmm. It looks like a team that don't spend enough time on the training pitch.
Don't spend enough time. Yeah.
Been proven. They've not spent enough time gelling. Ricky says it's no coincidence that every new player has praised Henderson so highly. He's a proper leader. Jay Garrett says letting go of the vice captain Robbo is another mistake.
Agreed.
Jen says Milner yes, Henderson no way. Mark says we need to go to a 3-4-3 at the top with no Wirtz. Go back to 4-3-3. Bon, Everton goal. Robertson should have done better. Kevin, we need older, experienced players in the dressing room. Mike, it's not so much Canati or Virgil, it's our poor leaky midfield, which, yeah, we've touched on that. Ricky agrees with Martin. He could be a real good option and we could cave money. You don't know unless you play him. Is that about Woodman? You could save money.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been that far behind on the comments.
I know. Mike says, I know everybody's pretty certain that we've secured Champions League football for next year, but I'm not so sure. If anybody's been watching lately, we could lose to anybody in this league very easily with slotting. How many points are we kind of clear? Like, let's have a look.
4.
I think there's Oh, I think it's more than that.
Yeah, I thought it was more than that.
I think it's about 7. But
Yeah,
like
7. Sorry, from Chelsea. Yeah.
The funny thing is that between 5th and 3rd, there's not much room for error. So with the shit season we've had,
we could still finish 3rd. Yeah,
we could still actually finish 3rd. And to me, that's fucking batshit crazy. It is.
Have we got Palace next?
Crazy. Sorry, Mike. What?
Have we got Palace and then United next?
Let's have a look. I'm looking now.
I think we have United next. Do we not?
I don't know.
We've got Palace on Saturday at 3:00. We then have.
That's always a bogey team, no Palace.
It's at home, that game as well. We then do, then you were right. Whoever said it, we then play Man United at Old Trafford next weekend.
Are we getting dick there?
Yeah, as it stands, probably. But if we could get where are we now? Hold on, I've got to go back to the other page now.
If we could get 4 points from them 2 games, mate, I'd be happy with that.
If we beat Palace and we beat United, we would be above United in the league. Because we'd be level on points with them if they win their game when we're playing Palace.
So I'd love it, because I was sat here watching a match last night and James was giving me shit, mate, and he's a mank. So every time they were going in, he's like, "Come on, I hope we finish above him just to fuck him off now."
Oh, they don't.
We're level on, or we played the same amount of games. They have 58 points, the 13 goal difference. Villa again. 33 played, 58 points, 6 goal difference. And then in 5th is ourselves, 11 goal difference and 55 points. So if we can get a win and United slip.
Well, I was just looking there. So when we play Palace on Saturday, they play Brentford at home on Monday night. And then we play them. So if Brentford does us a favour and draws them or beats them, then we beat them at Old Trafford, we'd be above them. But
Brentford and Bournemouth are level on points with Chelsea. It's only Chelsea are a better goal difference. So, you know.
It's a strange one, and I definitely think this Champions, since this 5th spot's opened up, I definitely think this is why he's still got the backing at the moment.
Yeah. This is a point that I'm going to make now after a few minutes.
Michael says he's disappointed that we didn't try to keep Robbo. He thinks he's still good. Teach Kirkes, and he's still a great player. Still on about Woodman. Not good enough. Can't see us beating Villa and United away. We concede too many. Squad's too small. Ornstein has been wrong many times. I still think Alonso will be in the picture. Mark says that Nagelsmann is considered. Bond says Alonso all day. Scott says, never been a real fan of Nagelsmann. My track record probably means he'll come in and smash it. Mike said, I've seen a lot of Germans not right. I've seen a lot of Germans not right Nagelsmann especially. Oh, not rate Nagelsmann especially. Bayern fans. Spectre, I wouldn't mind us getting Alonso or Nagelsmann. Plus, both know how to use Verts properly, which is true.
Yeah.
Jen says she doesn't care who it is, just replace Slot. Martin, the voices pushing the stories come from the chosen journos. Mike says, I've seen a lot of Germans not rate Nagelsmann. Oh, we've read that one out. Mark says, I don't think Alonso will come now. Nagelsmann will. Ricky, for me, Alonso has a good blend of physical with technical side, which will help keep the high-intensity performances without tiring out until at the end of the year. Gareth says, I think we will get Nagelsmann, but it will be in October, November. They will give Slot the start of the new season, sadly. That's the first time I've heard someone say that. Mike says he's in for Alonso, far more adaptable than people give him credit for. This club needs a coach who connects with the fans. It's as simple as that. Kevin says, Adam, you're right. Klopp did push for his fellow German. Jay Garrett, if Slot gets 3rd or 4th, he'll be in for another season. birthing will be blamed on transition.
I just think we need a manager who wears a baseball cap.
David said, question, who else is going down in third bottom? He's saying Spurs. I think so as well.
Yeah.
Russell says, big up. All right, Russell, how you doing, mate? Hope you're doing good. Kevin Kirkes, what do you say, mate? Oh, Milo, what do you say, mate? The dog. Nagelsmann, did he not fall out with the whole Munich team? That's why he got the sack. I don't know, mate. I'd have to look into that. I remember watching a documentary when he came in as the new manager, and they were fucking well happy that they'd got him. Cranky JD, if Edwards and Hughes keep slot and screw up, what do they care? They both have a year left anyway. Agreed. Russell, the bar is too high with Virgil, Alisson, and Salah. No one will ever be at that level. Scott says he agrees with Sean. I genuinely don't rate Pickford. I can't believe Pickford didn't get criticism yesterday. He's better for England, to be fair, because Pickford on plays for his wages at Everton. Steve, it reminds me of when Bruce came in to replace Clemmer. Jen, don't sound too desperate. Trying to see where we're up to with some of these. Verts has had a year. Verts works in a 4-2-3-1 with wingers who are wingers. Verts put on around 2.5 kilograms. I do think new players struggle physically at the back end of the season when fatigue is adding up. Do you realise this coach takes us forward into Europe at what formation? Spectre, this season has been awful. People are even saying that Bruno Fernandes should be the player of the year. That says it all. Russell, a player who costs as much as Vert, should work in any system. Cranky JD says that Jones chewed Isaac. I'm trying to fly through these. Sorry, guys. Jabi all the way for Jen. Kevin, Adam, we add more new players. They will struggle with the present team. Mark, am I right, guys? If Villa win the Europa, do we get a 6th place Champions League spot? I think that's the rumour that's going around, man, but I'm not too sure. I don't think it is. I think it's if they finish 5th. Like, if they already finish within the Champions League, then I think that's what it is. Which Steve answered there. I'm just trying to go through some of these now.
Sean's definitely trying to get this off his chest. You can see
Steve, over Nagelsmann, he did fall out with other players. Waiting for the Sean or rant.
Yes, sir, boys.
Jen definitely loves Elliot. Right, go on then, Sean. Over to you. I'm off to make a drink.
I'm going to go make a drink myself.
Cheeky bastard. So here's what I predict. Because it's obvious to me. Oh, here we go. The disrespect. Here's what I reckon, guys. We can't fucking continue like this. We just can't continue like this. There doesn't seem to be any fluidity or team effort whatsoever.
No, I'm joking. Right, I won't do it.
Motherfucker. There doesn't seem to be any team. There doesn't seem to be any link up. It does not look like a team that's played together or trained together. And I don't think Slot knows what the fuck he's doing. I really don't. But I think FSG are happy to keep him on. And I think as long as top 3, top 4 is alive, I think they may keep Slot. And I think we may say goodbye to Alonso. I think they're going to keep him on. I really do. And it's scary. I don't think the owners care. I don't think the owners care. I think they're going to keep Slot. He'll probably get the sack in October. But all this talk of him being involved with the summer business, that's scary. All this bullshit about selling to buy, that's scary, because who do we sell? We've lost Salah on the free, we've lost Robbo on the free, and who the fuck else? Probably Canate, maybe not. But there's a lot of business to be done this summer. And I have to agree with Neil Atkinson. of Anfield Wrap, which is a first. Well, I'm a little bit cruel in that
I'll do it now.
I what?
Sorry, I was just saying bye to Scott.
All right, Scott. So I think I agree with Neil Atkinson. There's too many excuses. There's a lot of problems, too many excuses, and not enough solutions. And if we keep Arne Slot at the club, I think this is destined to fail, because I've not seen one. We talk about a transition year. Well, in a transition, you'd expect some progress. There's not been 1 ounce of progress. And I'll tell you, we're all celebrating winning yesterday because it was the Merseyside derby, and because, the few times this season we've been able to celebrate something. But all in all, that was a shit performance, and we were very, very fucking lucky. And it could have gone either way. And I'd say Everton are kicking themselves and wondering what the fuck they did to lose that game. So a lot of players did not play well. There's no player that stuck out for me yesterday. And it's down to Slot. It's down to fucking Slot. There was a comment made about Ekatike's injury. Most of these injuries are from players that have injured themselves and no one is fucking near them. So that's down to the lack of training and the man-to-man management. That's down on Slot. We've sacked the set piece coach. So if we've sacked him, then we've got to look, to the head coach and say, well, right, does he have the answers? And there's not one fucking shred of evidence to say that he has the answers. There's not one thing. Anytime we see the fucking lineup, anytime we see him putting on a sub, there's not one fucking thing that says to me, good idea, or he's got he's clued in there. There's not one thing that I've seen. So I'm fucking fed up. I'm fed up of listening to Ornstein talking all this shite. These guys need to pull the finger out, and Pierce is starting to do it. That other guy in the Athletic that we like, Adam, he's been doing it, and we need to see more people doing it, because we can't, whatever about the ticket prices, we need to say, listen, if you're going to put up our fucking tickets and make it fucking possible to goddamn get a fucking ticket to a game, fucking put something on the goddamn pitch where we're entertained.
Give us something back, yeah.
Give us something fucking back. You guys are paid fucking well, paid very, very well, more than what we would be on in fucking 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. You're earning on a fucking month or 2 months. So, fuck me sideways. It's got to stop. We've got to. What happened to the expectations? And I know, Martin, we had this conversation that Kenny Dalglish was sacked in 2012, and he was down as an interim manager. But John W. Henry said, we knew that the FA Cup, even if we won it, wasn't enough. There was something not right. Well, what the fuck is right now, John?
Do you actually think that they've got a clue which way they're going? What they actually want to do?
I can't see. I don't know where we're going. If we're in a transition stage, then there has to be some sort of progress. I don't know where they're going to play Wirtz. I don't know where they're going to play fucking Isak. I don't know what the fuck's happening with Chiesa. I don't know what the fuck is happening, guys. And I think I mean, this has really been fucking boiling me. I'm fucking pissed, lads. Fucking losing Salah. Fucking losing Robbo. Fucking Ekatike injured.
Have you read Jen's comments about you, Sean?
James.
Jen,
what did Jen say?
let it off your chest, Sean. We're all here to listen.
There's plenty on me fucking chest, Jen. But no, I'm fucking fed up, lads. For me to fall asleep doing a fucking watch along, guys. I shit you not. I actually woke up and thought, okay, I'm actually, my eyes are closed for far too long. I need to wake up. You know, if these guys don't, if these owners don't have the finger on the pulse and know what this club want, and know that this club have high expectations and they should be competing at all levels every fucking season. If they don't know that by now, then what the fuck are they doing? Where the fuck have they been in all this time that they've owned this club? And it is down to them. It's down to them now. Because if they are fannying about with the decision to sack Slot, or they're backing them because, well, you know, it's a transition, then do they really know what fucking football is? The Premier League aren't going to sit around and fucking wait for us to fucking decide to transition.
Well,
this is not a fucking sex change. Just fucking get the job done. Get the fucking job done. Sign the players, fucking train them, give them proper fucking training. Train them. Man-to-man fucking management. Look at what we're... Sorry, Milo. Look at what we're fucking doing. Look at the fucking football on the pitch and tell me that that's not transition. That's regret. That's like someone going in. Actually, I won't use that analogy, but it's like someone going in for an operation to get something and then coming back the same way as they came in.
Have you had one of Adam's angry pills?
No, I have a Shauno's angry pills. I'm just fed up, lad. I'm fucking fed up of it.
I get everything you're saying there, and I guarantee, right, at the end of the season, Slot will turn around and say, I think we've had a successful season because we've got Champions League football.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's coming. But I agree with everything you're saying there, Sean. They haven't got a fucking clue. They don't give a shit anymore.
I don't know anymore, boys.
But that's what's going to happen, guys. That's what's going to happen. Slot is going to stay at the club. Slot is going to stay at the club when there's unrest, when there's when there's fans leaving the fucking stadium. You know, and we're not like
put in the comments that they reckon the Xabi could end up going to Arsenal. That'd be a kick in the dick.
It's going to be a kick in the fucking dick if we go and stay with Slot. Like I don't think he knows what to do with the players he has. I don't know what position.
I don't know. I don't think. Fuck me. Get it out, Adam.
I think his hands are tied at the moment because he has to be a yes man at the moment.
Well, I don't even think it's that for me. I don't think the fucking club knows what it's doing. Like, you've got Edwards fucking fuming that they've not brought in another club. The only reason why he came back, like, look at his confirmation thing of like his little speech that he put out when he came back. He said the only reason I have come back is because they are buying another club. That is the only reason I've come back. And then that's not happened. You've got his contract out at the end of next season. You've got Richard Hughes' contract out of next season. And you're constantly hearing all this stuff coming from the Middle East, like from the Saudi journalists, saying that Richard Hughes is going to be the sporting director of Al Hilal this summer coming. And then you've got the journalist over here going, nah, it's not. Don't worry about it. They're chatting shit. But it's these journalists over there in Saudi that have got nearly 1 million followers are turning around saying that this is happening, and they're saying it's not. I think I believe the Saudis more than I believe us right now.
I just want the time where we didn't know anything that was behind the scenes. I couldn't give a shit. That's what I want back. But now with social media and everyone's all in it for like the clicks and views, and it's just a fucking piss take now.
Yeah, but lads, I mean, you know, this is the great thing about AKM LFC is that we tell it how it is. We tell it, you know, we say how it is when others don't. And I mean, that's why I'm part of this channel, because there's no fucking backbone with a lot of these fucking journalists, none whatsoever. And they're all saying what you know the club want them to fucking play. And people have been brainwashed into this for too long. And we now need to start asking questions, not only of what we've been told and what's been reported, but we need to ask questions as, why aren't these fucking journalists asking the really important questions. Why? I mean, Edwards should not be at that fucking club. Julian Ward should not be at that fucking club. Richard Hughes, like Arne Slot should not be at that club. Thank you for winning the league. Brilliant. But we can't be sentimental. We can't be going, well, it's not the Liverpool way to fucking, it's not a Liverpool way to go and a title defense to be so fucking poor. And we're so fucking lucky, lads, that this season, that the Premier League this season has been piss poor, because the level of performances that we've had throughout the fucking season does not warrant a top 4 in any fucking league. In any league.
That would normally, how many points are we on? 55. That would normally be a mid-table, that, you know, from sixth to 10th. You know, I remember when 40 guaranteed you safety, but you can't even guarantee that now. Remember, it was 18 a couple of seasons ago.
Listen, I don't want to fucking hear again. I don't want to be hearing any excuses to why we didn't sign this player, why didn't we sign that player. The thing is look, when clubs didn't qualify for the Champions League and they would be classed as the top 5 or the top 6, what did they fucking do? They brought in players that get them fucking back in it. They didn't have a long, drawn-out fucking process. Well, you have to sell 2 to get 1. You have to sell 3 to get 2. Fuck this shit, man.
Well, let me just stop you.
This Moneyball crap has got to fucking stop. Yes, you had a good season last season, but you replaced a lot of fucking players. Well done that you spent some money. Brilliant. But now, because of the shit that we're in now, we probably have to sign more fucking players than we did last season. And that's the fucking problem, guys. And we can't do it with the fucking coach that we have, because the coach is just not, his head is not with it. I understand that his family are living abroad and whatever, and that's difficult. On a personal level, that's very difficult for him. But now I think he should make the decision himself and walk.
Let me just answer Kev's question there, because he's put, Martin, moving forwards, what can what can the fans do to make FSG take notice?
Nothing.
They can't do anything.
Nothing. And if you think this yellow card that they're Spine Cop 1906 and Spirit of Shankly are giving over the fucking ticket prices, if you think that they're going to budge on that, you've got another thing coming.
Do you know? It's like Bond put in there. We spend 450 million. You know, if they weren't interested in the club yet, but we brought, how much did we bring back in? Say 250, whatever it was. We're a sell to buy club, and if we don't sell, we buy or give away for free. It's just, they just don't know. They're not here for the football. They're here for the extra zeros, and we're paying that as fans, the extra zeros in their accounts. All the bullshit about taking flags, don't buy anything off the cop, you know, don't buy any food, blah, 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 support local business, we get that. But if we don't do it, there's plenty of other fans coming from the other parts of the world who's just going to keep doing it. So they're not asked either way.
The other thing on that one is that you're affecting local businesses that work within the club. You're affecting, you know, the normal Joe subs that just have a job there. So that's not going to fucking help either. And again, you're looking for the 12th man in Anfield, you know, to spur the team on. I don't like
give us something back to spur them on.
Yeah, that's grand, but you know, we've got to speculate to accumulate. We've got to sometimes take the hit at times and start thinking big, because we can't drag this out. We were very, very lucky yesterday, and I'm celebrating. I celebrate that victory. I celebrate it because I want Liverpool to win. Number 2, I want to see the fucking what you call the Hill Dickinson or the Dickory Dock fucking stadium take their first L with Liverpool. I want to see that. I want to see them eating their words with a little fucking banner or whatever, the originals, and fucking the Beatles with the blue and white fucking scarves. When did that fucking happen? I want to see them eating their fucking words because they're getting nosebleeds of how well they're doing this season. But they will always be in Liverpool's shadow. So I will fucking celebrate that. But what I won't celebrate is the fucking snore fest of football that I've fucking seen the whole goddamn season. And I've done watch-alongs where I've literally had to stack up on the fucking coffee and then ran right fucking through me afterwards, the 90 minutes. Fucking killed the fucking bowels.
Adam, are you sure Sean's a Liverpool fan? Because he sounds a little bit bitter there. Listen, guys, I'm going to have to get off anyway because I've been on for over an hour with you and I can start upstairs. But listen, good night to you all.
Love
See you later, boys and girls.
See you later, man.
Good to have Martin on.
Yeah, man. It always is. He knows he's welcome on whenever. It's fucking part of the fucking team. What on about? Sorry, I'm just reading some of these comments over here. I've moved the comments to my other screen. So, Spectre says, let me just load it up. I think the end is nearing for FSG owning us. John Henry ain't getting any younger and should be ready to cash in.
What's he cashing in on? A fucking pay for his funeral? I mean, you can't bring it with you, John. I mean, no offense or anything like that, but you know, there's business and then there's like life at the end of that, and you gotta do this work-life balance. But if your heart is not in it, then you gotta go. I mean,
I just think though, when you come to stuff like that, we've got to take into consideration what's going on all over the world right now and who's gonna spend, you know, whatever it's going to take billion to get Liverpool off of FSG. Like, no one's going to do it right now with that the uncertainty in the world. So it ain't happening. It ain't happening.
I disagree.
It's a bad time to buy stuff right now.
It is. But
no one in their right mind would do it.
I disagree. I disagree. I think there's always a good time to buy Liverpool if you don't see, you know, the advantage of taking over such an amazing club and then the opportunities that would have for your other businesses and whatnot. I think, you know, there'll always be plenty of people and plenty of consortiums and plenty of football people that will want to buy Liverpool Football Club, whether it's a fucking financial crash down throughout the world.
Would you say that if it was Man United or Arsenal or Spurs or Chelsea or?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say with Spurs because no one wants to own a. But I mean, you've seen clubs been taken over and clubs, you know, in the process have been taken over. That's going to happen. I mean, you know, COVID hasn't stopped them. So I don't know. I get what you're saying, Adam, but you know, I think at the end of the day, you know, he's got rid of the Pittsburgh Penguins. And if he's got rid of the Pittsburgh Penguins, then Liverpool could be next.
Comment here for you. I've seen, this is from William White, I've seen Henry get booed to his face by the Red Sox fans. It's going to take a lot more, and by more, I mean millions lost to rattle that man's cage.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know that, William, and I've seen where he was doing a press conference or a talk, and he was talking about baseball players being really expensive, and you know it's very difficult to buy a baseball player, and a lot of the money comes from ticket prices. So he's basically justifying that, you know, ticket prices going up. But lads and ladies of YouTube and the Liverpool fan base, I've been saying it about FSG for years about where they, you know, look to put up the ticket prices, and that's all they've ever fucking done. And yes, I was wrong apparently.
He follows out by saying, think about Klopp and the contract renewal issue. Still don't think that Bones, i.e. Henry, has forgiven him for that.
Maybe not, but I mean, you know, listen, they're not all bad and they're not all good, right? And you don't decide to pull the trigger because of the fear of, well, the grass is always greener on the other, or may not be greener on the other side. If that were the case, you wouldn't sign a player, you wouldn't sell a player, you wouldn't get rid of a manager, you wouldn't hire a new manager. So that's baloney in terms of football. And
I think the only I don't even know anymore because of how old he is, but I was always of the impression that I move this fucking camera down, it's doing me every time I lean forward. I was always of the impression that FSG would sell Liverpool if there was some sort of like an expansion in the NBA or another expansion in the NFL or something. So, because that's where they'll get the money. Do you know what I mean? Like, if they could sell Liverpool like spinners, like buy us for 300 mil, spinners for 5 or 6, whatever it fucking is, billion, and then they can go get like an NBA team or an NFL, well, probably not an NFL team in all fairness because they're probably like 10 billion or something. But if they could go get an NBA team with LeBron James as part of like the ownership in like Vegas or wherever it's going to be, this expansion that's taking place, I think they'd do it then because there's more money probably doing that than he is doing us.
Listen, LeBron James, stick with the Diddy parties and dress up in the French maid's outfit. I don't want him at the fucking club. With regards to FSG, the decision that they are, putting on the long finger, if they don't make the decision and make it quick, it could fall back on them. And if the fan base aren't calling for that, then I mean, look, I don't know, man. It's someone said to me, Sean, do you want to go to a game before the end of the season? And I'm like, no.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay the money that you need to pay to.
Yeah. I mean, there was Midland Travels that were charging 570 something euro for a day trip and hospitality, which, bear in mind, it was an extra €1,000 for Champions Travel, who Liverpool are actually advertising as the trusted partners. So there's an Irish company that are charging €573 for a day trip. Now, why the fuck would I spend that to watch that shite? But why?
You're not the only one, man. Like, I'm pretty sure it was Dunk that said it, that apparently he's heard on the grapevine that hospitality is doing shite now. So,
I mean, no, I wouldn't take Elon Musk. Fucking weirdo. Although I know who's a fan of Elon Musk. Meep, meep.
Hey, just because I've got the car doesn't mean that.
No, listen. You're going to get on a fucking ferry. You're going to bring that Tesla, and I'm going to do the sound effects. I'm going to get that fucking car pimped.
Big says here that FSG are sinking the Red Sox in their own backyard. I'm worried what they will do to Liverpool. Jay Garris says that will happen because they sell out that fucking massive area in Vegas. Must be good. Why not? Very rich. He's a fan, isn't he? Oh, Musk would be good. Why not? Very rich. He's a fan, isn't he? I don't think it actually matters anymore how rich you are. Like, look at the Saudi owners of Newcastle. They are the richest football owners in the world, but because of PSR, they can't do anything. So it don't matter how much money you've got anymore. Which then as well, then that kind of thing like goes on as well about like the whole shebang with Liverpool spent 450 million last summer. Like, how good are FSG? No, we didn't break character there. Like, FSG didn't just wake up one morning and be like, fuck me, someone stole my credit card, 450 million. Like, that didn't happen. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we spent the money that we'd earned.
Yeah, and I know that I did a song, say his name and he's here. I believe in John W. Henry. If anyone knows wrestling, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But look, at the end of the day, last summer I thought was great business, or what I thought was great business this season has shown cracks in terms of Slot and his tactics and his man management, and I think maybe too many changes have been made, and then people will say, well, Sean, you're looking for more change now, and the truth of the matter is we need change. It's not a case that we've seen gradual progress. We haven't. We've seen Szoboszlai has fallen off the radar altogether over the last couple of games. He's been shocking. Kanate went from a good spell to now having a bad spell. Virgil, Maka hasn't played that well. Fucking Isak is back, great, but Jesus Christ, man. He had fewer touches than any other player on that pitch.
I'm going to be touching on Isak tomorrow in my video with Scott, because I think, I don't know what Scott's opinion on it, but my opinion is that Isak has come back from a leg break on the back of having no pre-season. So we should just be fucking grateful he's on the fucking pitch right now. Like, like if in all fairness, like if we had Ekatike and we had, slot trusted Chiesa, this, that, and the other, Isak would not see that pitch this season, in my opinion. But
I mean, you're probably right in that, but I mean, even when he's on the fucking pitch, I really don't see any team bonding. I don't see where, okay, Vert is going to be here, so I know that.
No, you're right. You are right. No, mate, honestly, you're right about that. You are right about that 100%. Like, the team has got no chemistry, nothing about it. It's got nothing about it whatsoever. And that is down to him. I do think that I kind of agree with what you said earlier, now that I've been sat here thinking about it when we've been doing this show, and I've seen a couple of people in the comments as well saying the same thing. I'm coming around to the idea that he's going to be here next season, and it's going to be another Brendan Rodgers situation. I think they're going to give him the summer, because as well it's a World Cup summer as well. I think they're going to get some players in. They'll give him to October, and just see what happens. And we'll have a new manager by November or some shit like that.
Yeah, but by that stage it's too fucking late. I mean, players aren't going to fucking stick around for that shite. Hello, and Rush is on the far side. Welcome to the channel.
I am doing good.
Bon, I know that Isak has just been back 2 games, but I'm talking in general. Like, where does Wirtz fucking play? Wirtz has been all over the fucking shop. Where does he play? Where do you see him?
I think Wirtz, and I don't know how people are going to take this, I think Wirtz needs to do what Coutinho did. Because if you remember, go back to when we first signed Coutinho, I know it's not the same money or anything like that, but it's a similar type of player. He needed to bulk up in the off-season. And then in the second, I think it was his second, did we get him in January? I can't remember, but I swear it was like he had the summer break and then he came back and then it clicked. So let's just see what happens, man. I think,
I think it's worrying times, because I really okay, we're losing Salah. Salah's not really played all that well this season, although he's probably, got better numbers than most people in the Premier League, which is hilarious when you think of it. But I think I really fear for the summer, and I really fear for what is going to happen next season. And I don't really have any confidence in the project. I don't know what they're planning. I'm just not too sure if they know what they're planning. They're talking about like they're already making decisions, or they're already planning the summer ahead. And, if Slot wasn't going to stay on, he wouldn't be doing it. That's fucking worrying, because I don't know I don't think he knows what he's doing. And Edwards is there in a fucking job that's non-existent, and he's getting a fucking pay. Hughes is clearly at the moment not doing what he needs to do in terms of
as it stands right now, and until I see something otherwise, I think that Richard Hughes is gone in the summer. I don't envision that he will be here next season. I think he's gone to Saudi. And I would not be surprised if Edwards is not far behind him. This is the thing for me right now. Like, it's all well and good us doing this, that, and saying this, that, and the other about Slot. We don't even know who will be making the decision if Slot goes now. And maybe that's why he hasn't been sacked. Because Richard Hughes, let's just say, for instance sake, right? So that not Edwards. Hughes has known for many a month now that he's on his way to Saudi. And then Edwards has been fucked off because they haven't bought that second club that he was promised when he came back. Why would they give a fuck about Arne Slot and who's going to be the new manager of Liverpool? I legitimately just don't think. I think that's what's gone on. I think there's like it's all gone stale at the top because they don't know what they're doing, or they do know what they're doing, and it does not involve Liverpool in the future. And then maybe because the higher ups above them, like John W. Henry or whoever or anything like that, maybe they are aware that they're not going to be here. So they're kind of like, all right, then, so why are we going to let you guys decide what's happening in the future when you're not going to be? I understand this is all ifs, ands, and maybes. If my auntie had fucking wheels, she'd be a bike. I get that, right? But you've got to, this is the thing as well. Like, I fucking hate this. I said this over a month. Like, I shouldn't even be fucking talking about this bullshit. I think I'm going to invent the AKM tinfoil hat. And whenever I start talking about this shit, I'm just going to fucking pop it on. Because we should literally just be, we're Liverpool fans. We should just be fucking bothered about who scored, who did the assist, who we're buying, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. I should not give a fuck who the sporting director is, the CEO, the fucking whatever the fucking called, the transfer committee, anything like that. How much money we're spending in summer. Like, I shouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, but ever since the Premier League and ever since Gillette and Hicks and then obviously with the Glaziers and whatnot, people are finding out these positions and are caring about this and are becoming accountants. And it's fucking scary. I mean, I remember a time when you just enjoyed the football and that was it. You know, you might be pissed off with a game or whatever, but you dust yourself off and that's it. So, like, do you know what I mean? But nowadays, it's like, this is your baby. Someone has it and not looking after it. And that's how it feels to me. We should have our finger on the pulse, as I keep saying. We should be demanding more of these owners, whether it's ticket prices or anything else. We should be saying, well, look, you need to make a decision on this. You need to say, okay, there's nothing here to show that we're improving. There just isn't. So if we continue this, we've lost 17 fucking games this season. 17 fucking games, lads.
Cheers, Jen, for the gifted membership. Appreciate that. Sorry, Sean.
For fuck's sake, love. Fair play. And I like Rush's on the far side. He made a comment there about don't trust John Henry. I doubt he knows what to do with Linda. I doubt he can raise a smile now, let alone anything else. Listen, you know, guys, we keep it real here. We keep it real. There's no point in bullshitting people. There are plenty of other channels that dumb down the fucking fan base and tell you that rainbows fucking come out of our ass and all of that. Gone are the days.
Sorry, mate. William White just got that gifted membership. The guy who was commenting early on, you've just had that membership from Jen, mate. So,
she's amazing. Fair play, Jen. Fair play. I'll have to look at who else have got it.
I just want to read this out from Ian. So he says, no green shoots, no plan, no identity, no trusted formation, passive and predictable play, and still this ineptitude is acceptable in the corridors of power. What are they smoking over in Boston?
well fucking said. Well fucking said. And I mean, it's do you know what? Like, guys, I mean, you've said it before, and I've said it. You know, it hurts more because we care more for the club, and we want to see the club making the right decisions. We don't want anyone to lose their job, but
honestly,
if it ain't fucking working, lads, we can't be so sentimental. We have got to make the right decision. And there's not a player alive or a manager alive or dead that would want this club to sit about and flog a dead horse while other clubs are getting the fucking business done. We've been too lackadaisy with our attitude and with what we accept and what we don't accept. And we've been fed a load of bullshit by a lot of channels and a lot of journalists, Ornstein being one of them. And there's a few others. Now, it's great to see Neil Atkinson saying what he said there the other day. Fair fucks to you, Neil. Fair fucks. And I've been critical of him and his multicoloured tops and whatever. Listen, if you can pull it off, fair fucks to you. But my point is that we cannot continue under Arne Slot. That football, I've never done a match watch along and fell asleep in the middle of it. Never. Seriously, lads. Now, I know I tried to stay up and watch a bit of WrestleMania the night before, but fuck me, lads. Give us something on the pitch. There's no point in these players like, come on. Give us something on the pitch. Play as a fucking team. If your head coach is not, bringing you to training, go and fucking train yourselves then. Have some fucking passion. Go and fucking move to Liverpool instead of fucking Manchester. Get a feel for what this club wants, what the fans want. They don't want to see that shit. There's a lot more going on in that club than ticket prices. And we need to stop. We need to wake up. Because if Slot is staying, holy shit, man.
Spectre says here, I remember an AKM comment saying, it feels like we're the poorest billionaires in the room.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, one of the banners the only banner that we had at the Fenway We Come Out to Pay protest, which Anfield Rap gave out or, took the piss out of, as they do all of the protests against the owners. We're like billionaires that shop in Poundland. That was what it said. And it's not a case that we want to spunk up money up against the wall and just spend for the sake of spending it. It's necessary. We've never I know, but it's about necessary spending. Necessary spending. And the shocking thing, guys, is we've lost Salah on the free. We're lost Robbo on the free. I would have given Robbo another contract and I would have had him playing. But I think, lads, that
I'm
worried.
I can't wrap my head around why we're not selling Salah. I think that there has to be something more that's happened there.
Of course there has.
I don't know. I'm not going to even start.
Well,
thinking, I just feel like something's happened there because, I mean, all right, I'll put a question to you, Sean. Like, let's ask you this question.
Yeah.
So, given everything we know now, if you were to go back 2 years now, would you have taken that 150 million for Salah? Or would you rather have the situation that we're in now?
Well, I mean, that's like, would you like a kick in the left one or the right one?
No, I know, but
I mean,
as we are now in the situation where we are seeing probably the greatest player that's played for Liverpool in my generation leave for nothing, even though he still has time left on his contract. His contract hasn't expired. We've just decided to tear the bastard up. Would you rather sell him now? Would you rather have sold him 2 years ago? Or would you rather have just let it play out as is?
Okay, so my answer to that is this. If we had a sold him 2 years ago, do we win the Premier League last season? And I'm not too sure we would have. I'm not too sure we would have, because Salah was instrumental and fucking off the planet and should have won 15 fucking Ballon d'Ors for that season alone. He was fucking phenomenal. So on that basis, and from a respect for Salah, I would have kept him on, and I wouldn't have taken the 150 million. We wouldn't get 150 million for him now, I don't think.
No, but I reckon, if all things were as we think they're going to be, I reckon even with the season he's had this year, I still think you get about 50 for him if you sell him in the summer. I really just don't. There's just something that tells me that something's happened there behind the scenes where I don't even know, I'm just going to speculate now. What if, Salah had turned around and said, right, I don't even know if it'd be like that. I don't know, man.
I mean, look,
I was just about to say, I wonder if there was discussions obviously there was some sort of discussion fucking going on, right? Obviously. So I wonder if, Salah just turned around and said something along the lines of, you either let me go for now, or I'm just going to fucking stay for next year, but I'll be injured all year with a back injury.
No,
do you know what I mean?
I don't
know. I don't think he'd do that either, but
no.
I don't know. It's something about it stinks. There is no way that Liverpool, with the ownership we've got right now, would turn to any player in that team, no matter who the fuck they are, and be like, you want to leave? For no. We're going to get nothing for you. Yeah, go on then. We'll tear your contract up.
But come here to me. What's going on with the journalists that they don't ask that question? What the fuck? Why aren't they fucking writing article after article after article asking what the fuck is the club doing with offloading? It's basically saying the contract is no longer. We're going to tear this shit up. Knowing full well the Moneyball policy that FSG have always had is sell to buy. Get a good resell, sell players, bring in players. And that's what it's always been about. So you're losing 2 fucking players on a free, and you're fucking tearing up the contract that Salah had, and you're saying, yeah, you can walk off. To me, that stinks to high heaven. And what that says to me, and you're not going to be told this, and maybe you won't have a channel say this, or maybe you won't have a journalist say this, but this is what's fucking happened. Salah has fallen out with Slot. Salah and Slot and Hughes and Remy Abbas and whoever the fuck else have had a conversation where they've well, can we find a compromise? And the compromise is, we'll make it easy for you to leave in the summer. That's what's happened. Don't take my word for it. But everything points to that.
Because I was about to say another thing as well, because if we're going down that route that, Liverpool are going to save 400k on a player who have got, diminishing returns because of his age, then why aren't we doing the same thing with Virgil? Because he's in the same contract situation. He's going into the last year of his contract. So I know obviously he's not on the 400k a week that Salah's on, but he's on about 350. So why aren't we doing the same thing with him? So I don't know. Something just stinks there for me.
I think it does. And I think, look, there's been, we haven't heard anything else about any other player leaving at the end of the season. We're probably not going to hear of any other player leaving at the end of the season or running down his contract or whatever. I think we've seen the last of, obviously, Robbo and Salah. That's confirmed. It's hard to know what's going to happen with Kanate, But to me, lads, it something ain't right. I mean, to sign a contract with Salah to celebrate us getting that contract, only for a couple of months later to tear it up and say you can go on a free, with the policies that FSG have, this sell to buy, and already we now are in a situation where not only do we have to sort our back four, not only do we have to get probably another left back, not only do we have to focus, unless we get Costas, unless he's staying, not only are we going to probably have to get a defensive midfielder, not only are we going to have to get maybe two or three strikers, with Ekitike out for a long term. Not too sure whether he's going to come back as the player he was, and do all of this in a World Cup summer with very little pre-season, and with Arne Slot at the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
And Richard Hughes, not doing anything about the contracts. Lads, like, if you're not worried, I don't know what to say to you. I mean, Bond says that he doesn't see anything wrong with FSG. Well, do you see that the business this summer, or sorry, this season has been right? Do you think that they've made the right decisions, or not had a word with Edwards or whoever the fuck they have the word, Billy Hogan, and said, listen, lads, like, we got to pull the plug here because it's not working. You were very quick, John W. Henry, not to shake the hand of King Kenny Dalglish when he went to take his runners-up medal at the FA Cup final after winning the Carabao Cup final. You were very quick not to shake his hand, which again people don't talk about. But at least there was expectations to do better. Now, what are the expectations? Yeah, just get fourth, get fifth, train less. Lads, we're fucked. We're in a fucked up situation. And yeah, we won the Merseyside derby. Brilliant. But while we're fanning about, other clubs are doing the business. To have lost Simeone to City, to have lost Mark Gahey.
Say that again.
What, Simeone?
The way you said it first time.
Yeah, I thought
you're like, you've lost your Simeone.
But like to have lost, okay, we don't know whether we were up for him or not, but to have lost Gahey, lads, to have lost Gahey, fuck, that fucking hurts like a motherfucker. Like, we've seen players come and go, we've seen missed targets and whatnot. That was in the fucking bag, lads. And we just, like fucking Salah's contract. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Bond does say there, though, in the summer, Hughes was the best thing since sliced bread. And to be fair to the majority of the fan base, including myself, he probably was. However, I will give credit where credit is due. And Shauno did say,
Yeah.
If you go back and watch the video, he did say that he probably would have given the window, I can't remember, was it like an 8 or a 9? And it would have been a 10 if we got a centre back.
An 8 out of 10.
It would have been higher if we'd have got a centre back, which you've been calling all season, mate. So, just to again add something else, just for, I don't know, like I've not really said anything about what my thoughts are about FSG and stuff like that. So, I think they've done some good shit regarding the training ground, the stadium, and obviously the revenue that the club is now generating, but that is all to benefit them in the long run. They're doing that so that they can sell the club for a profit further down the line. But who cares at the end of the day? If that's what they do, that's what they do. At the end of the day, if they're going to make some money off Liverpool, then Liverpool has to be successful at the same time. So,
yeah, I mean, like Adam, I don't really give a fuck who's our owners at the end of the day. I really don't. but I want them to make the right decisions for us, for everyone. Ticket prices as well, because I know we haven't said all that much. I know I did a video on it, or I think 7 p.m. with Shano. I spoke about it, and I agree. There should be protests against the ticket prices. They should stand up. And Spirit of Shankly are on the board level, and they're the fan representation at board level. They need to speak out more. And with these protests, maybe they will, or maybe it'll work somehow. I don't know. I can't see it happening. But there are too many decisions that benefit FSG at the moment, and not the right decisions made for the club. And I think, it's like making a nice looking restaurant and selling dog shit sandwiches. Jake Garrett, fucking beautiful. That's exactly what it is, And I just think, lads, if you're putting up the prices and making it difficult for someone to get a fucking ticket, I mean, you got to produce something on the pitch.
Do you know? Just for the last point, I'm going to say before we end the stream, because we've been going for nearly 2 hours now.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. I've enjoyed it, mate. I will say this. Fucking hell. A lot of stuff in the world. It's going to be completely different.
Raji.
A lot of stuff in the world is like fucked up now, and a lot of the stuff that I grew up being involved with, doing in my spare time, has come to the point where, obviously I'm not middle class. I was never middle class growing up. I was like, poor. I'm from a council estate, blah, 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 blah. Do you know what I mean? If I was born nowadays, I wouldn't be able to do half the shit I did when I was a kid, because it's so expensive now. I would not be able to go to Liverpool games. I would not be able to have the PlayStation 1, the PlayStation 2, like just on a different subject. But, the rumors are that the PlayStation 6 is going to be £1,000. Like, do you know what I mean? Like everything, I'm talking like literally fucking everything. And this is not me saying this to back up the owners here. I'm not saying it for 1 second. I'm literally just saying everything is going up now. And there's going to come a point where the working class people are going to just say enough is a fucking enough. How much more money do you greedy bastards need? And that's not aimed at anybody. That's just aimed in general at society. Because I'm sorry, but like there's people that are suffering out there in the world right now. And it's just getting harder and harder and harder to exist.
Yeah.
And fucking all these people, not all these people, but like, fucking owners and business owners and conglomerates and all these fucking companies just think they can keep rinsing us for more and more and more and more and more and more and more. Where's this fucking money coming from, guys? Because our wages aren't going up to match this fucking shit.
Yeah.
To get this back to the Liverpool point of view here, Liverpool is known as like, in my opinion, I might be completely fucking wrong here. I'm not a fucking Scouser, but is known as like a working fucking town.
Yeah.
Where people go to work, they do a living, they earn the money, and then they go to fucking ground and watch either if it's Everton or fucking Liverpool, whatever, to get away from reality. But now it's getting to the point where you're having to like put yourself in fucking debt or paying off, getting tickets on fucking Kalana, paying it off monthly to go to a fucking game. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's fucking bollocks.
Yeah.
Like, my mum said to me the other month, she was like, I remember when I used to go to Anfield and it used to be like £6 to get in. You used to be able to walk up to the gate and buy it on the door. You buy it when you got there.
Yeah.
Now, you got to go on like a fucking waiting list or go in these ballots. And it's like them fucking membership giveaways. Like, does someone sit there at fucking Liverpool headquarters, like with everyone's fucking name on a spinning wheel? Like, click, right, it's your turn. You can buy a ticket. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Football was built on the backs of the working class people. It was a working class sport. Rugby was the posh fucking sport.
And
But
now
in
look
recent,
at them.
but in recent years, rugby's become the working class sport.
Yeah.
Rugby became the biggest fucking sport in my area when I was growing up as a kid.
Yeah.
All my mates played rugby. I played football.
You're dead on the fucking money, man, and I'm glad you made that point, because you know the line of work that I'm in, and I don't want to. I'm not going to go into it or give any detail as to it. But every day I hear about people's struggles, and I have my own struggles. I'm back living at home with my folks because I can't afford rent. I can't afford a mortgage. Mortgages in this country, and I'm sure in the UK, are aimed at couples. Well, I'm not in a relationship, and to be honest with you, I don't need the hassle and I can't fucking afford it. But in all seriousness, guys, while these billionaires and millionaires are making their money and continue to make their money, which is what my point was originally with someone buying the club, these people aren't sweating these things where we are, because the cost of living is going up, electricity is going up, gas is going up, your groceries is going up, the petrol you put in your car is going up, everything is going fucking up. And then you have the ticket prices, and then you've got the setup of the tickets. So you're on a ballot, but you have to gain a certain amount of points, or you have to be at a certain amount of games in order to be considered for the fucking ballot. So that's all well and good, but you've got to be able to have the opportunity of getting a fucking ticket in the first place to gain these fucking points.
That's what I was about to say. Like, how are you meant to get points for the ballots if you can't get a ticket? Do you know what I mean? It's the same people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm from Leeds, Roger. I'm a Yorkshire lad. Mate, I am not one of these people that's like, down with the establishment or anything like that. Like, I'm not that, but like, I'm someone who just sits in the middle. I can see both sides, but like, I can just see like shit and everything like that. Where like, mate, honestly, like when I saw the price of this rumored PlayStation 6 and this new Xbox, and they were saying like £1,000 for a game console, like, are we fucking going mad? Like, I understand my phone was worth like over £1,000, but I didn't pay that outright. I traded in my old phone for it, and I'm paying the rest of it off fucking monthly. Do you know what I mean? Everything's a fucking subscription now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The point. Well, Bond. So I mean, it affects you, me, and everyone else. So we can all have that attitude of so. But the point that we're getting across is that these billionaires are making their money, and the ticket prices are going up, and will be going up on it. We're the first Premier League club to have a 3-year consecutive 3-year ticket increase. Now, with the cost of living, and Garrett Roberts from the Late Challenge said that, and correct me if I'm wrong, no doubt if he sees it, he will, but the ticket prices have gone up since the 90s by, I think, 875%. Now, that's fucking mental.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's fucking mental.
My mum and my dad used to go to Liverpool. They'd jump on fucking train. They'd go nearly every fucking weekend. Like, they almost went to fucking Hillsborough. Like, half my fucking family thought they'd gone. And we're in there. Do you know what I mean? My mum got a slap across the face because back then there was no fucking phones out, so no one could get hold of my fucking mum. Everyone thought they were at fucking Hillsborough.
Yeah.
She was at fucking work because they didn't end up going.
Sorry, Bond. Bond's fat finger hit the. Yeah, sorry, Bond. I just think. Sorry, Sean. I don't get, like, I understand capitalism and stuff like that. Like, I understand how it works. I don't need no one telling me
You know what I mean? How capitalism works. I understand how it works. But you need working class people to make shit work. Otherwise, it don't work. It's in the fucking name of the fucking people. Do you know what I mean? Working class. They make it work.
Well, and I think this is the problem, and maybe, you know, this is where the wires are crossed with regards to day trippers, and maybe day trippers don't mean out of towners, but what it means is the hospitality tickets. And I think, you know, hospitality tickets seem to be more of a priority for these new owners than anything else. We're getting ripped off.
It's going up. It's going up. Inflation's gone up. It's going up, lads. It's going up. Fuck it. It's going up.
That's great. That's great. But I mean, we're all getting fucking robbed. All of us.
I know, but I just feel like because,
I mean, Raji, with the greatest of respect, you being a Man U fan, you should know you've been fucking robbed.
Oh yeah, Man United. I've got United friends, and they fucking
destroyed.
Hate how that club's being run.
Oh, it's dreadful. It's fucking dreadful. Ineos are just like the fucking. They're just Glazers, but just wrapped up.
No,
I mean, that's what they are. But you know, listen. All joking aside, no. I've just seen that. We're talking about luxuries like a fucking PS6 and the phone and Anne Rush is on the far side. Babe Station has gone up to £5.
Oh, Steve, don't even get me started on the trains, mate. Like when you see these videos, like just last thing, honestly, when you see these videos where people are like, I went to London via Benidorm in Amsterdam and it cost me 20 quid because if I'd got a direct train from wherever I am in England to London, it'd cost me £400. Like, it's fucking mad. Do you know what I mean?
It's insane. Mad. It's absolutely insane. But I mean, you know, going back to what you were saying, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on with Liverpool Football Club, and it's not just the decisions on holding on to the head coach. It's to do with what they're doing in terms of all of this, of the ticket prices. And I know I've had my grievances with Spirit of Shankly, and I'm not with Spine Cop, but with Spirit of Shankly in particular, and certain things that Garrett Roberts has said I don't agree with, and vice versa. He doesn't agree with me on certain things when he's seen some of my comments. And I probably don't. I'm not a big fan of the supporters union and Spirit of Shankly. But one thing that I will always stand up against is, and I have always stood up against, and I've warned people about how they go about their business. It's these fucking ticket prices, and this is going to be an ongoing thing to the point where the average Joe, the working class, the middle class, all it's going to be is now a stadium full of hospitality tickets or people that have no soul, have no connection with the club. It's going to be corporate, it's going to be hospitality, and that's all there is.
It's like, as well, sorry, one last thing. I'm going to say this last thing and then I'm going to end the stream. So it's like when you get to these finals, like the Super Bowl, for instance, NFL, you're talking thousands of pounds to get a ticket to go to that, right? Champions League final, how many years has it been now where they go, right, Liverpool, fucking Real Madrid, you're both in final. You've got 25% worth tickets. You've got 25% worth tickets. The rest of the stadium is Carlsberg, Heineken, fucking BT. It's fucking the fans make it as it is. And I tell you this I'll tell you this for nothing. I'll tell you this for nothing. Sweet stuff in fucking Jesus. I'll tell you this for now, right? It's going to get to a point where the normal everyday Liverpool fan will not be able to go to Anfield anymore because it'd be so expensive, right? And Liverpool, Anfield will not be the same again because it's those people that don't have a lot that go to Anfield and have a release. They let go of everything they've had to do during that week, and they let it all out with singing and passion and this and that and fucking this and fucking that, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And they help bring the money in for the clubs from the Sky. And can you imagine, like, can you fucking imagine, right? Going up to Sky Sports and TNT going, listen, guys, we're going to sell the rights for the Premier League and everything like this, yeah? All right, yeah, so what's going on? Well, you know, like Anfield, like it's full of posh snobs now because they're the only ones that can afford it. There's no atmosphere there, so the price is going down. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I can't see them ever doing that. I think it's an uphill trajectory or trajectory. All right, Michael, thanks for joining us, mate.
I'm not saying anything else, mate. So if you just want to say your last words, then we'll get off.
No, look, I think it's a show in itself on its own, the whole ticket prices thing. I really do. And it's a fairly heated 7 p.m. at AKM with AKM. But I mean, that's what it's about. We tell it how it is, and there's no sugarcoating it, and we're unfiltered, and that's how it should be. So, you know, it fucking hurts because there's a lot of stuff that's going on in that club that just does not make sense from the backroom board level to the decisions that are made for the benefit of the club or the benefit of the owners, which, you know, I don't see it. So
one last thing before we go, mate.
Yeah.
It's not really related to Liverpool, but it could be, I suppose. Newcastle are prepared to sell Anthony Gordon to Bayern Munich if they hit their valuation of 75 million. And this is being reported by the guy who denied everything about Isak coming to Liverpool. So I don't know. But anyway, there you go, man.
Roger is after calling us the Piers Morgan of football, which I take offence to.
Football uncensored.
Yeah, football uncensored. But look, the point that I'm getting at is there's a lot of stuff that's not right at that club from a while. And although we had a fantastic summer, apart from obviously the tragic loss of Diego Jota, I think that there's a lot of work that needs to be done this summer, and I just don't think we've got the right people to do the business. And I don't want to be hearing any more excuses. I don't want to hear what we can't and can't do. We need to find solutions to these issues that we have, and we need to find them quick, and we need to find people that want to find solutions to put this club back where it should be. We shouldn't be looking to just hit fourth or fifth. We should be looking at winning stuff. And this is not a bandwagoner. Bill Shankly said himself that this club is about winning stuff, winning trophies, being up there. And for us to be half-assed throughout the whole fucking season is just simply not good enough. And it does fall on the players as well. So, you know, my take on it is that I'm very worried about what's going on. And from the ticket prices to everything else, I think we need to, there needs to be a reset button.
Nice. Right, man. Thank you for that. We've had some good comments as well from everyone that's watching. I need therapy after this. So, yeah. Sean off Island NATO speaker. Right, guys. Thanks for joining us. A long one tonight. I appreciate it. Thank you again to Jen with the membership, to William. There'll be a members video that goes up tomorrow. Everyone that's not a member, you get last month's edition of my video with Scott. I can't remember what I'm calling it now. But yeah, that'll be up for you tomorrow when the other one goes live for everybody else.
And the draw winner.
The draw winner's up. For members, go check the winner for the draw. For it, please. I don't want to do it again. Check out Sean Leonard Art, who is our little partnership we've got going on now. He is the guy who also provides us with the giveaways for our membership. So a massive thank you to him. Go check out his Instagram, his Etsy, stuff like that. Go check it all out, guys. See if there's anything up there that you can see. And if you want, go make a purchase, in all fairness, because he does some good work over there. As always, thank you to Martin for jumping on with us. This is becoming good. And then also big shout out to Shauna for stepping up and doing the watch-alongs for me for the past few times. I'll try and get one done myself. I promise I will try and get one done. But other than that, guys, thanks for joining us. And me and Shauna will catch you all in the next one. See you next time.